Hi, everyone. I'm here with Prashanth Chandrashekhar, the CEO of Stack Overflow. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Stack Overflow is, I'd say, prolific among the developer community. But I want to ask, how do you think the advent of AI is potentially going to affect Stack Overflow's business model over the next few years?
Yeah. I think it's a very exciting time, and it's a transformative time for Stack Overflow. It's obviously been a huge knowledge base for over 100 million people a month every for since 2008. It's got about 60 million questions and answers on the public platform. That's the foundation, and all of that, thanks to the community, has been very valuable as community members help each other. And now, as community members change their ways in which they engage on the site relative to going to a Google search and coming to the site, they want to also spend time, obviously, in GPT, in tools like ChatGPT, as an example. We want to be wherever the user is. So we have now struck partnerships with OpenAI, with Google, with all the cloud providers, et cetera, and more to come, GitHub and others, so that we can surface Stack Overflow content in all these places that developers spend time in. So in your IDE, in your GenAI tool, and not only to surface content, but it's attributed back to the original users that contributed the original content. And that is how we are, what we call knowledge as a service, to sort of fulfill the ability for users to get access to this wherever they are. Even that could also include, for example, their ability to ask questions straight from those tools into Stack Overflow if the AI ultimately taps out, because AIs are not perfect,
Exactly,
they
yeah.
hallucinate, there's all sorts of trust issues, etc. So we are the perfect kind of complement to that, because with humans and AI together, whatever percentage that plays out to be over time, we're a very authoritative and trustworthy source of human
Yeah.
expertise. So that, I think that's very important. That's outside. That's the foundation. And then on our enterprise business, we've beyond these big partnerships that we've struck, a lot of our enterprise product customers, all the banks of the world, retailers, etc., all leverage a private version of Stack Overflow for their internal knowledge base, so they can use that for things like agent creation within the company, for their internal model training needs, and all sorts of other use cases that seem to be emerging. So we're basically pivoting our public platform and our enterprise products to serve our developers, even in an AI agent world, so they can be empowered with these tools wherever they are in their workflow, so we can make them a lot more productive.
For sure, yeah. I think no matter what happens with AI, Stack Overflow is always going to be here because of the complex issues that it can tackle with the amount of developers on there.
Correct.
But I also want to ask, is Stack Overflow currently working on developing any AI features?
Yes, so we have done several AI features. So on our enterprise product, we actually launched several Gen AI features that surface Stack Overflow content in your IDE, in Microsoft Visual Studio Code. It surfaces it in Slack and Microsoft Teams, and all of those are the natural language prompting that allows you to be able to to surface content that's really, really productive. That's a start. There's plenty more to go do around that topic over time, and that, I think, is quite exciting. In the context of the public platform, we have incorporated things like Google Gemini in the question asking experience. So people are able, any person asking a question on Stack Overflow is now getting a very friendly AI assistant to help them with asking a great question. Because oftentimes people say, hey, as a new developer, I find it to be intimidating to ask a question in this community of Uber experts. Maybe if I would like a sort of a friendly guidance on being able to ask the right question. So that's one example, but there'll be many more where ultimately what we will see is the interaction of AI and humans on the platform, but in a very safe and structured way. So we don't pollute the Q&A platform, because the data and the specialized knowledge in the platform is super important, and we never want to change that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.